The Nathan, Nat and Shaun podcast.
People say to us, what do you talk about when the songs are on? So the answer is...
Yeah, Natalie was asking me about Gales for Males in Kalgoorlie.
Because
which
that
is,
song was just by Gail,
yes,
obviously.
Yeah, so Natalie goes, I cannot believe that Gail has enough time to write music and also do males hairdressing in Kalgoorlie. And it was where I got my hair cut, Gales for Males.
Well, where else would you go?
No, I was a male. Anyway, but I said, like, oh, well, Gail was very busy cutting hair and writing songs, and also she would occasionally dust the giant Papasan chair in the corner.
Yeah.
And then Shaun says, what's a Papasan chair?
I don't know what a Papasan chair... it's never been in my vocab. It's limited anyway. But at the same point, I've never heard of that
It
word.
hasn't been in your world.
No.
Harry, have you heard the words Papasan chair?
No, I'm so fascinated though.
Amy,
You're familiar with that concept when you see it, though, right?
Yes, not the word, not the word.
Amy,
no.
Papasan chair.
No.
And Nat goes, what did you call the chair? And I'm like, actually, I don't think I
Just
even gave
never
that
talked
chair a
about
go.
them.
So a Papasan chair's a cane chair, you know? It's like a bamboo. Is it bamboo or is
Yeah,
it cane?
bamboo or cane.
Bamboo or cane. It's
So-
usually round. It's got like a big like flat cushion in there that you
So
sit into.
there's a
It's
base,
like a bucket.
and then the seat bit.
Like a bucket
Yeah,
seat.
that's right.
Yeah.
And with a big cushion that
But
sits over
I
the top
thought
of
that
it.
Papasan was a known... 13, 24, 10. Apparently, no one's ever heard of the word Papasan before, and no one's ever used it. Have you? Is this the first time you've ever heard the word Papasan?
100% for
Are we
me.
surprising you that it's a term? I mean, they were a big deal when I was at uni.
No,
Everybody
huge
had a
deal,
Papasan
Natalie.
chair.
You would have that with a touch lamp.
Yes.
Because, you know, Lord forbid, your lamp has buttons, and you'd have to, like, hit it
one's
3
got
times.
150
see,
kilo
that's the difference.
capacity.
You know styles of things,
That's
names
true.
that go associated with them. You link that really quickly. I
But
don't know
I even
any
knew
of them.
as a child, in Kalgoorlie, in a country town, I knew that was called
Although
a Papasan
what you're
chair.
describing is actually a peacock chair at Gales for Males.
Oh, yes, but it's from the Papasan family. All right, we want to know,
they
is
have a
this
family?
is us saying Papasan the first time you've heard Papasan?
Here's how to measure a Papasan.
How do you measure a Papasan
to
chair?
choose the right pillow.
Amy, you're
I'm
getting
just getting
messages.
text messages from people going, I've never heard of that.
Papasan, are they serious?
Yeah.
Wow,
Well, I don't know.
how do
No,
I
you-
know something that other people don't?
know.
No, but you know all that stuff.
Do I? Interior
Yes, you do.
design.
Interior design. You know all these things. It's
Bad
sweet.
interior design from the 70s.
I didn't know we had to do this. We're about to blow the lid off Papasans.
Are you
We've got a
either
full
very
board.
very pro Papasan or are you just discovering them right
Do you have
now?
one? Do you currently have a Papasan? Ross?
I have 2 at my house. I knew it was a word I didn't know, but so I call it the Papadom.
The
chair.
Papadom
Papadom
chair.
chair. Oh, because they go like a papadum.
And you,
I guess so. I
and
just
you
know.
have them with curry.
So you'd heard of Papasan, but you didn't log it, so your brain translated it as Papadom.
Yes, I knew it was a fancy word that my brain couldn't say.
You
So
were
I just
close.
Are you on the Papadom? Can I use the
Yeah.
Papadom? Ollie's for
In the
me.
Where is he?
Papadom.
He's in
Ollie,
the
get on the
Papadom.
Papadom.
Yeah,
Anyway,
exactly.
do people know the term Papasan chair?
Okay.
Brent's in Gilbert. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Great, buddy. Okay, so Brent, are you Papasan proud?
Well, yeah, I'm old enough to know what they are. 'Cause they
It's not
date
an
back a
age
bit.
thing.
Don't
No.
age shame me.
Because Nathan and Shaun are exactly the same age, and Nathan knows it and Shaun doesn't. So it's not.
Yeah, but Nathan, he knows a lot of oldie things. I don't know anything. Well, I won't put it in that way. I just don't know anything.
Okay, Brent, keep going. So you do know of Papasans, yes?
Yeah, and I've actually got a camping version of them, like bought them in an outdoor centre, and they actually called them a moon chair.
Moon
A
chair.
moon chair. Well,
Oh,
that
yeah.
makes sense.
Oh.
But have you heard of
Yeah.
that term either, Shaun?
No.
How old's your moon chair?
Oh, 4 years, 5 years old.
Oh, so it was a
relatively new.
recent purchase. So you love Papasans so much that you went
Yes.
right there.
I need a modern outdoor
Yeah.
iteration.
Yeah.
Well, they're that sort of chair that you don't plan on getting out of them in a hurry.
No,
No, it
that
doesn't
is
look like
true.
it.
That is true. Beautiful.
Thank you, Brent.
Thank you, Brent. Kim's in Malaloo. Hello.
Hello there.
Hi, Kim.
What's your Papasan knowledge?
Well, we had them as uni students as well, but we used to call the round one the mamazan and the long one the papazan.
Oh,
I love it.
There you go.
Mamazan,
We
also
love
a
it.
given
great
them
restaurant
genders.
in Bali.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go.
But you did know it was a Papasan.
You were just being
Yeah,
funny. Yeah.
No. We actually thought that's what it was, and we actually thought that it was based on the shape because the long one was sort of more, phallic.
Yes.
Wow.
Good word, too.
You have
Great
a
word
solid
there.
imagination.
I'm looking at the prices. They're like, that one's $1,807.
Hey, I've seen these. So these ones that look like bird cages, I've seen them around all the place.
Yeah, they're egg sweat. They're swinging
that's
egg
an
chairs.
chair. That's not a papasan.
Yeah, Sean.
Kim, may I be so indelicate as to ask how old you are?
Oh, yes. Please be indelicate. I'm 56.
56, okay.
You sound so
We
young, though,
actually still
Kim.
have one Mamazan.
She has one mum.
She has one
It's the
mum.
round one.
Yeah.
Yes,
Let's go
we do. We
to
have one round
Have
one.
you ever caught out the
Like-
Papasan and the Mamazan
Getting it on.
canoodling?
well, usually the Mamazan's like on the front, on his face. The Papasan's coming up behind it.
And then after a while, you
actually
get
quite shocking.
a few ottomans.
Oh, yes. That's where Ottomans
Thank you, Kim.
Okay.
Let's finish up with Sarah in Wattle Grove. Hello, Sarah.
Good morning, guys.
Papasans. Talk to me.
No, I haven't got a clue.
Okay, so you've
don't
never
know.
heard this term.
You
This is
don't know.
the first you're hearing of it.
No. And I went to university, so I
Wait a minute. We're not saying they taught it at university. I love everyone. I went to university too, and I must have missed that
The
course.
question is, Sarah, did you live in a share house while you were at university?
Oh, no, I
Yes,
didn't. No,
yes,
but I
that's-
had never heard of that as a term.
But you know now what it is, don't you? You know that's a Papasan.
A Parmesan?
A Papasan.
Shaved.
Papasan chief. Papasan preach. I'm in trouble deep.
Sarah, so have you...
How old are you, Sarah?
I'm 30.
Oh,
I'm 37, almost 38.
She's 37 and university educated, Nathan.
No Papasan.
Interesting. So are we thinking that the cutoff of knowledge from Papasans is 40 below? Do you think
No, well,
people...
Sean.
No, people... well, yeah, and idiots.
Yeah. Amy's
Nobody
over
knows
40.
them. Nobody knows it. That's a new word. That's a new word.
It's not a
I
new
learned
word.
a lot of you.
Oh, it's new to you. It's been around a while.
Well, look,
yeah,
you
no,
know
but,
what?
you know,
If
come
it's
on.
been new to everyone, then welcome, everybody. Welcome to knowledge.
Thank
Well,
you.
I mean, Monday mornings can be tough, but when you're starting your Monday morning by learning about Papasan chairs, what a great time to be
It's
alive.
going to be a good week.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean podcast.
Uma, Nicki Minaj. Uma.
Hey, that really works. Omar, Nicki Minaj.
Uma.
Yeah.
Great song.
Thank you.
Well, she was arrested in Amsterdam at the airport because they said that she had some soft drugs in her bag.
Yes.
Which, I mean,
Marijuana.
yes, which you can. It's not illegal in Amsterdam, but it is illegal to take it out of the country, presumably.
Do you believe that is not the case? It is illegal in the Netherlands.
Oh, it's just tolerated.
It is tolerated for recreational use. And that blows my mind because I have recently, or not recently, you know, one of the last places I went to before COVID was Amsterdam, I think. And that blew my mind because you walk around the streets
Yeah, well,
and
you had too
everyone
much
is
of
just
it.
smoking giant joints. And then the interesting thing is if you see someone walk past with a cigarette,
Yeah.
everyone like tuts at them. And that's just weird coming from Australia where,
Their whole tourist area, that red light area, is
Yes.
based on people going into the cafes, smoking
Yes.
bongs.
Yeah.
And then seeing the prostitutes,
And eating the
obviously.
Because they were
cookies,
coffee shops.
Yeah.
The coffee shops. So anyway, she was not happy.
She live streamed the whole thing.
She did. So this is a bit of her, and she's refusing to get into a police van because she doesn't know where she'll end up. And this is her with one of the cops.
Because you are carrying drugs.
I'm not carrying drugs.
Okay, but it's not a question here. I think it's.
I'm not
smart to
carrying
go
drugs.
inside.
Number one, when I came here,
Yeah.
the
Okay,
back.
you can go inside.
No, I'm not going in there. I need a lawyer present.
You will get a lawyer. It's
No,
not
I
a-
need a lawyer present now.
Okay, please.
Where am I going? I have no idea where
You
I'm
have
going.
to go to the police station.
What address is that?
5 minutes away. It's 5 minutes away.
What's the address of the police precinct?
We'll catch your next show. We have to do it very fast, and we will help. But
You're talking about my show?
yes.
So
What
her
about
show,
You
right?
just headed to Manchester for a concert.
They
Yeah.
let everyone in her show. So everyone was in there. Everyone's all ready
Waiting
to
for her.
party, blah, blah, blah. And then the announcement comes over and goes, your show has been postponed.
Wow.
And then everyone had to just like get out and leave.
Shows what a tight turnaround she has between, like, you know, I know it's not a massive distance to go from Amsterdam to Manchester, but like to do it that close, that something like this being held for a couple of hours throws the whole thing out.
I'll tell you
that's
what,
incredible.
though, if anyone is accused of having drugs in their bag at the Amsterdam airport, I 100% believe the authorities. Because how could you not? Don't you think?
100%. And-
Like, and I always thought, all the customs in the world, they're the ones, or if your flight's coming from Amsterdam, you should be going through every bloody person's bag.
Can you imagine the poor dogs? They're sniffing their little
and the dogs, the only way they can get something to eat is to eat airport food, so they are baroque. Nicki Minaj.
Well, she's come out and already said that the drugs were her security. Her security?
Her security.
Not hers.
Put them in her bag. Oh, that seems...
Well, not
legit.
put it in the bag. They were her securities.
So her security keep their drugs in her bag. I would suggest her security aren't doing a great job.
She hasn't really. I think she was too stoned to think of a proper excuse. Because that one doesn't fly.
It's not really flying, is it?
Everyone put all of your prohibited gear in my bag.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Shaun podcast.
My daughter Sunny had footy yesterday. It was just after lunchtime, and we were down at Henry Jeffrey, Nat, down the road.
That's our local.
Where the local is. And during the last quarter, I saw that this girl come off a line of the ball and really try to knock her over.
Oh.
And she hit her in the side of the head, and Sonny kept playing. I thought, she just got whacked in the head, and Megan didn't really see it. No one ran out to her.
Is this story going to end in this little girl's in the boot of your car? Because if so, I'm going to stop you from telling the story.
24-10, what should we do with her?
Who needs some help around the house? 13-24-10.
And a couple of minutes later, anyway, the game was coming to an end, and she was chasing the ball, Sonny, again, and then she went down to put her hand, and one of the girls booted her hand, and she got a free kick, kicked in danger. And away she went. The siren went, and I went to see her after the game, and I went up and I asked her if she was okay, because no one else had seen any of those instances.
Yes.
And she just burst out crying.
Of course she did.
Oh, did she?
And she got to the point where she couldn't stop, because then people were going, "What's wrong?" And then
makes it worse.
And it's really difficult with the daughter, because you want to say, toughen the
up.
F up. And like Megan would come in, "What? She was crying. Oh, mate, you can't do that. What are you talking about?" But with the daughter, I don't know. Are you supposed to console her?
Yes, of course you're supposed to. Of course you are. You're supposed to console a son as well. You're supposed to console all of them.
Not in our day, though.
They're children.
Not in our day, but we know better now.
We've progressed.
Did your mum and dad get behind you, or they were like, you're a farmer's girl? Come on,
yeah, but I mean, I never would have sooked over that. No, I'm only joking. I can't remember ever hurting myself in a way like that.
The biggest beatings I ever got were from my parents. So crying to them's not going to stop them.
But I had two older brothers, so you can imagine, like, I was tormented my entire childhood. I cried all the time. And I guess at some point they were just like, oh, God, here she goes again. They were giving me a Chinese burn.
I was targeted by my brother with weaponry.
Yes.
He was into ninjutsu, so there was crossbows, there was ninja stars, there was nunchucks everywhere. So, I mean, like, I think that I'm allowed to be upset about that. Don't you think? When there's a rustling in the trees and someone's shooting a blow dart at you, I think that you have the right to complain in your own house.
Exactly. And the right to therapy afterwards to get you through.
Has Sunny entered the concussion protocols, or what's the story?
We're going to have to have a look at it. I'm going to have to have a look at it. I think she's got a little knock, but it was just, I was just,
bless her.
God,
I can't sit here any longer. I'm going to go just crack the boot open to your car so that little girl can breathe.
No. She did what she did, Nathan.
Okay.
She did what she did.
It's the Nathan, Nat and Shaun podcast.
Now, boss Dave McClung's in the house.
Dave, you don't know what you've walked into at all, do you?
I'm not in the mood.
Well, I'd adjust your settings. So, we had a great day on Friday.
We did.
We went mini golf at Matagarup Mini Golf, which I thought it was just such a really, really nice time. I nearly went in the water, by the way.
Nathan discovered the outdoors on a Friday afternoon.
Yeah.
He was unfamiliar with the concept.
That thing when you got to put your balls in a weird position, so you got to put your legs apart, and then you got to like stand on one rock which is in the water, and then like I did the safety test to see that, and it wasn't safe, and I nearly went in the drink. So that was fun. And then afterwards we were going to go and have lunch at the Camfield. It's a lot of fun, wasn't it?
Yeah,
a
lot of people were looking forward to it. In fact, gearing up for the Friday, we were all looking at the menu at the Camfield and just discussing what we'd have.
Yeah. And we were pretty peckish after, because we didn't start golf till 12:30.
RAV4. Like, the people who are paying PGA were less hungry than us. We'd like to welcome to the show Harry Fitzgerald.
Yeah.
Now, usually when we bring David McClung, our boss, in, it's us having a go at him. But now it's Harry, who now feels confident enough within himself and his position at Nova to be able to tell Dave what he really thinks.
Well, we were looking at the menu last week, weren't we?
Yeah.
We were.
I had,
As we do in preparation for any of these sorts of things.
I had selected the fish.
The barramundi.
So in your mind, you knew what you were ordering and you were ordering the fish.
By the way, it was wild barramundi.
Wild barramundi. So
Yeah.
we didn't know what it was going to do. Was it going to show its boobs? I don't know. Barramundi gone wild.
Well, I don't know how wild it was because we didn't get to order it.
Now,
You could have asked for anything you wanted.
when we went to the
Nobody
bar
asked
to
what
do a
I
round
wanted.
of drinks, while we were there, we were going to order a smattering of things for the table. Which Dave said to me, why don't you order 5 pizzas? I said, no worries. 3 bowls of chips. Okay.
So this is the pre-ordering nibble.
These are the pre-ordering nibbles.
There.
Yeah. Then we're going to get some pork belly bites for Pricey because she's one of those people that can't eat
Gluten-free.
stuff. And then also we got some chorizo as well for Pricey as well.
yeah.
Just 1 bowl of each. So that was it. And then I said to you guys at the bar, are we going to be ordering something else? And then I don't think it was you, Dave, but I think Pricey sort of said like, oh, yeah, this is just for the table. No worries.
Harry?
Well, it was for the table, for the meal.
And it was everything. There was nothing else.
I had to.
Okay, firstly, you didn't eat everything on the table.
No.
So
Well, I had to
everyone
do
was
slice
full.
management when Nathan told me that there was no.
did.
Well,
He
no,
did.
I
He
started.
did.
No, sorry, I started by doing
did.
chip management and
He
slice
did.
management,
And then
Nathan said.
I informed
then
you.
Nathan said, "There's no more," and I was like, "Wait, what?"
And I said, we don't get to order our own meals.
Dave, I said, "Nathan, have a go at Dave here." He goes, "Oh no, I'll wait till we've got some listeners."
David, why are you being so stingy?
I wasn't stingy. If someone had asked for more food, we saved a heap of money.
This is the thing, and I think that it's important to share this because a lot of people have been in scenario. It's a bait and switch. They've been told they're going out for lunch, and then suddenly they're at a table of share plates.
That's right.
With just small examples of bullshit flying around.
Harry was
I'll order for you.
psychologically and emotionally prepared to eat the wild barramundi, and he did not get the opportunity.
Oh, well.
You spoke about it during the game, during the round.
During the round.
On the way after mini golf, Nathan said, "Are you looking forward to your fish?" I said, "Very much so."
Okay, don't you dare ask for the 4 weeks off next year for Europe.
See what happens? This is what happens.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au. Nova.